Well, folks, they're back at it again. It's your boy Big Mike, another episode of the Big Mike Drop. I'm normally neutral when it comes to other people's bags, but the latest trends when it comes to black biopics is forcing me to step to the right of center on this issue. I understand that acting is a job, and if you don't work, you don't eat. I wouldn't dare impose my views on an actor and their families, but we have to talk about what's going on.
Feels off kilter. This is unacceptable.
The trailer for I Wanna Dance With Somebody dropped Thursday night, September 15th, and it's a biopic on pop icon and our sister, Whitney Houston, starring Naomi Ackie, who is a British actress whose family originates from Grenada. Doubly removed from our sister, Whitney Houston, from a cultural aspect, and that's been the trend here lately, at least the greater part of the last decade or maybe two, when it comes to black biopics. Candace Owens is also from Grenada, right? So go figure. Her family's from Grenada as well. So go figure. No telling what we're dealing with as far as Mrs. Aki's, philosophy.
Tell Mr. Reagan all Grenadians are happy to know that he took this step in time to save our lives. And may God bless him.
God bless the people. Good.
Would you trust Candace Owens to play your young Sojourner Truth? Just asking for a friend. Harriet Tubman, Fred Hampton, Aretha Franklin, who had already picked Jennifer Hudson to play her.
The fuck is this?
And now Whitney Houston. There's obviously some issue with the looks, but I ain't tripping, she's not too bad. She's not a bad looking girl, but neither is Candace Owens, right? She doesn't look horrible, but her philosophies are trash. So they're stretching a little bit when it comes to other characters. Like the Daniel Kaluuya didn't look anything like Fred Hampton. I would have rather seen like O'Shea Jackson Jr., in there or something like that. With the Fred Hampton thing. I think Daniel Kaluuya, I'll leave that alone. All I'm saying is they keep stretching with these looks to get these British actors playing our people. Then they're going to pull something. Like I said before, what concerns me are the philosophies behind it. And why do they get somebody who's twice removed from the culture to play these people? There's a reason they're doing that. There's a reason that these major roles that are basically should be reserved for Black American actors, because it's so important that you get the history right. But I have a theory when it comes to that. There's something to this. And it's the by way of the UK thing, right? I feel like it serves a dual purpose to discredit both the American black struggle and the struggle of the diaspora altogether. Just through minor tweaks and historical facts in these films. For instance, I got an example. The injection of the black villain into the Harriet story. The injection of the black male villain into the Harriet story, the black male slave catcher, when there's no proof that this person existed. So these type of historical tweaks, and that's kind of major, but even something just as small that'll throw off the perspective, it'll make the perspective a little bit askew. There were all type of sick innuendos and implications in the Harriet movie. It was a white hero worship movie as well. So historical accuracy is very important when it comes to these films. But notice how much detail Hollywood puts into historical accuracy, both visually and prospectively, when it comes to their society's heroes. All the little details, everything down to the lugs on the wagons is right. But then when it comes to our history, then all of a sudden, we're going to embellish a little bit just to make the story better. Seriously. Really think about it. But I'll say this, that's our fault. It's a propriety issue. Shout out to Dirty Folks on that. We're definitely at a defined turning point right now. And as we leave the digital age and enter into the artificial intelligence age, it would only make sense that we have artificial history, artificial news, politics, religion, sex, war, economics. It would only make sense that we would have those. Oh yeah, I can't forget entertainment. artificial entertainment. Why is this an issue? It's an issue to me because the inaccuracies tend to plague these biopics. And no matter how subtle, actually the more subtle, the more dangerous. I can't really speak on I Want to Dance with Somebody at this point in time. Can't really speak on it because the movie hasn't dropped yet. But it's a biopic on somebody whose life was at times very problematic, like our sister Whitney. So it has to be treated with delicacy in order to make sure it's accurate and not a hit piece, right? But it may be. We don't know. I feel like it's low-key hit pieces done on some of our heroes. And using these foreigners twice removed from the culture. Now, it's always twice removed, right? If you're a black actor from the UK, chances are you're twice removed from American culture because your family came from somewhere else. They'll get the script. They won't be able to understand and point out the inaccuracies. They'll just go with it. This is just a job to them. And nobody's trying to keep you from making a bag and getting a bag. But maybe you should figure out something to help out in this situation. It's actually our fault because we should have had our own film industry. We should have taken advantage and taken control of our own image long ago. But right now, European powers, especially as Europe declines, because Europe is in decline, they definitely can't get hit with reparations claims from all over the world in their weakened state, their weakened condition right now. So why not use our power to try to change the public image and the public perception of what we've done? Yeah, everybody's okay right now, to a certain extent. But these little things, like Cynthia Erivo playing Harriet Tubman, Cynthia Erivo playing Aretha Franklin. But we black people, we get the gangster parts. Now, American blacks, we get all the parts of the gangsters and corrupt cops and, degenerates and pimps and all of that. We get those parts.
What you trying to do, make a fool out of me or something?
But then when it comes to a Dr. King movie or a Rosa Parks movie, then all of a sudden you got to get a British actress by way of Trinidad or Nigeria. I mean, we got Rotimi saying that Atlanta's his city. Artificial intelligence. Everything else has to be artificial in order for there to be artificial intelligence. Think about that. It's your boy Big Mike. It's been another episode of the Big Mike Drop. Appreciate you, fam.